Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. What's going on? Shorty's just fucking furious. And I know, I apologise. The microphone probably sounds shit. Shorty's operating on the laptop mic. Because this bastard, and not the microphone itself, I reckon it's this cord. It's fucked itself. And I'll try and put in a snippet of how it sounded. I just recorded a beautiful video before, full of passion, anger. Shorty's lost the plot, and I'll put in how it sounded. It was an utter disgrace.
Welcome to Shorty Supercoach, but it may as well be Shorty's shit show. This is just some sort of a fucking day. Just Shorty's on edge.
But yes, it is welcome to Shorty SuperCoach, but it is Shorty's shit show. And don't worry, I'm not homeless. I was just doing some study before, but it's just been a shit show of a day. It really has. Try to get some study done. It's just coming along slowly. My Uber account's been disabled. I got hacked like 3 or 4 weeks ago. You know when hackers, they just take like $8 and $4.90, $11, just like little slow ones. And that was obviously linked to my bank account. Uber just didn't know what was going on, so they disabled me. And trying to work that out. It's a fucking nightmare. And here I am recording on my laptop with that microphone, which is traditionally trash, and I just hope it's coming through better than it did before, because this is proving a disaster. And then I just thought, well, maybe we'll just have a fun week of SuperCoach. Nah, the SuperCoach gods just thought they'd fuck me over as well, because it's turning into a nightmare. What is Sam Hayes playing? What's going on? What's going on? I'll show you what I've done. I mapped it all out. I had it going beautifully. I got the notepad out, like I tell you guys to do every time. Shorty got the notepad out. Things were going beautifully. Had a lovely plan in place. And then I checked my phone last night, and Langers has informed me that Hayes might not even play because there's a little bit of rain going on. Come on. Jeremy Finlayson playing the ruck. We can't have that, can we? So, look, this is Supercoach Breakevens and Fallen Premiums. We'll get to that in a second, but Shorty's getting his rage on because I'm about to blow a fuse here, guys. It's just been a calamity, Just one of those days where it just pushes you. Jesus, better be careful there. Pushes you the wrong way. Fucking hell. So, Proust, on your bike, mate. Jog on, you're gone. Mark McVeigh, why do you hate this guy? He's a big lumbering lad. He's been dominating. You take over. Gets out last week. Illness. Doesn't come back in. He's sitting there on the emergency list. That is no favours to us. So he's got the round 12 bye. So I've booted him as well. Now, I've done this. It all works out nicely in Shorty's trade plan, but it works out pretty poorly if Sam Hayes doesn't play. So fingers crossed he does. I think surely he does play. We'll find out in about an hour or so. And then I brought in Petrarca for Nick Martin. So Jack Williams comes in, or whatever his name is. You're probably thinking, Shorty, what the hell are you doing? I just need an R forward dual position because my end plan is to have Tim English in the ruck, in the forward line, but as ruck coverage, just in case Sean Darcy or Jared Witts goes down, who is my eventual plans for my ruck department. But yeah, Jordan Sweet's still playing while English comes back in, so potentially not sure he's going to be sole ruck as he builds that fitness back up. It might be 70-30. We're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, I threw my notepad away. But round 12, basically, I've got 9 or 10 out next week. I think it's about 14 zeros in round 13. So that's clearly an issue. But if I trade smartly with DeConning, McCartan, and McComb are all disposable trade options as rookie cash cows. If I trade them to guys who have had their buy or even just don't have it round 13, because round 14 is a piece of piss, that's fine. Then we should be okay. We should be okay. So my trade plan was all about getting myself right for round 13. And doing these trades, it's not ideal because it leaves me bloody open the forward line. Supercoach gods, I'm just praying. Give me something tonight from Rioli. Just a 70, I'll take it, mate. Roses, can he perform? Because if Rioli performs, boom, I'm taking that little emergency loophole style. DeConning's been all right. I mean, I've got McCartan on the field there, but yeah, I just want to get through this round, chilling out, scot-free, no more injuries, at least hold sway in the rankings. I don't want to go down too much, and then I'll be a happy guy. But I tell you what, These waters are going to be replaced by Malibu tomorrow night because Shorty's just ready for the weekend. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating. How are we going for time here? Plenty of time. Are we recording here? Yeah, it looks relatively promising. Um, also, to the Joey's lads that mentioned on the live session, come down and watch Big McGregor Dukes going on the Saturday afternoon. Obviously, won't make it like I said this week because commitments in the morning and the arvo. But genuine when I say that, I'll try and come down next week. Cats are playing on the Friday night, so I hope to hear from you lads because it'd be great to come down and get around you whenever I get the chance. But yes, let's get into some break evens because this isn't a rage session from Shorty. I know. Oh, I just I'm just hoping to see Hayes named. Otherwise, it'll throw everything out. Let's start with some cash cow guys. And full disclosure, no one really takes my fancy. When I filmed this video 20 minutes ago and it didn't work with the recording, I didn't really like many of them. Cleary goes down. He's out of sight. That hurts. You've got Stevens. My read on him. Going to score nicely for you. He'll play a really nice role for the Cats. Dangerfield out. But it's probably just a 2-weeker. It's just a little band-aid option. He's got probably that spot sewn up until Dangerfield does come back, which is apparently after the bye. But he ain't going to make you 180k or anything like that. It's a real short-term option. Jeffrey, I'm not buying that one. Kicks 5 goals, 10 touches, scores 95, but he could easily throw in a 20 like he did in the first week. Buku Kama, similar, good 1 week, 12 the next. Just buyer beware on that one. But one thing's for sure, he's already got the 95 under his belt. You might say, I'll take it. Even if he just goes 50, 60, 40, at least he'll get me something off the back of that 95. Fair enough. Riley West, he's looking solid at the moment, but I just can't trust that job security or any real consistency. It can chop and change with the Dogs so much through those sort of positions, and he'll probably go all right this week. Bailey Smith is out. He's obviously finding a bit of a role, averaging pretty nicely in his 2 games, but that extra 50-odd K is just enough to sort of make me a bit nervous, and I personally need every dollar I can at the moment to figure out these upgrades. Like I said, Jordan Sweet's still in the side, but he's going to see a lot more forward time than ruck time. Cooper Hamilton was out, and then it really starts to drop away. Jacob Ware's probably the guy that I kind of like the most, but, bear in mind you'd have to go a week early on him. What is the job security like there? It's really hard to say. I'd like to see another week from him. Could Jackson Archer debut for the North Melbourne Footy Club? That could be handy. Again, any options as cash cows we get is very handy. Matty Roberts debuting for the Swans tonight. So, honestly, some of these guys could be okay for you, and they might just be an ends to a means. They might make you 100k, and that's all right. But I couldn't sit here and say any of these guys have good job security or solid scoring potential. So I'm not sold on too many of these guys, but hopefully it gives you something to think about. Now let's take a look at the guys that have a whopping break even and a couple of guys that we need to have on the radar because it's crucial to take a look at guys that have around 12 buy that are premiums because we can hone in on them and then we can bring them in after they've had their buy and service really nicely. So a few of the guys really helps when you actually select around 12, but a few of the guys that I'm talking about, you've got Port, you've got Essendon. A lot of questions I hear, who's going to be my M8? Who's an affordable M8? I think Travis Boak is your guy. If you're convinced on Tommy Mitchell getting that real centre bounce attendance game back and, he's going to really thrive in that position, which he does, he could be a guy. But Zach Merritt, his last 2 weeks have dropped, I think, about 25 to 30% centre bounce attendance, which is down from his normal 60 to 75. But I think Boak is your guy. I think he's shown a real ability to go 120 plus. He wasn't too bad against the Cats last week. Obviously, something went awry the week before when he scored 36. But one thing I like with Boak is that he's in a Port Adelaide side that are going to be pushing all the way to September. I think that's good for your role. Bombers and Hawks, they might preference youth. They might throw things around as they're in a bit of a development stage. But Port, they're pushing all the way through to September. So Boak being in the role that he needs to be is crucial. And not getting rested could be crucial as well. So I think he's a really good option. Again, this is for in a couple of weeks' time as they drop into a really nice range in the early 500k mark. Bourne and Darcy, I think really good options. Again, if Hayes is out, my hand might be forced. I might have to bring in one of those guys in, but I don't really want to because they're playing each other. They got high break evens. Just doesn't sit super well with me. But I like Darcy. Both good options, but let them drop a little bit in price. Cripps, high break even if you don't have him already. Most do. He'll be a good option soon. Same said with Miller. I'm not too concerned about him. Isaac Cumming has just dropped off a touch. I think him or Alex Witherden could be really nice, affordable options to fill out your back line. And then there is Zach Merritt all the way down there. You've sort of got Brayshaw and Pendlebury as well, sort of options to think about with high-ish break even. So, few things to think about. I really couldn't encourage any more just writing down who's out each bye week and how you're going to counter it because it's that round 13 one that's going to hurt us. 3 trades each week through the buys. Field 18 players. Big advantage to field more than that if you can. But oh boy, Timmy Taranto, come on, mate. Get the foam roller out, my friend. Get rolling that back, mate. Get the massage oils going. I fucking need you, son. I need you to come back because this trade is turning out to be one of the all-time stinkers. So I need Taranto back. Thank goodness Butters came back into some form. I'm just praying. Well, I'm praying that this recording works out all right and I can have it in and post it in about half an hour and I can just hit the beers because, jeez, it's been a stinker of a day, but technology just gets the better of me sometimes and just does me head in. But yeah, I'm praying for that. I'm praying to just get by with this forward line. It could cause me a lot of pain this week if things do go nasty. I just want to still be in that top 8,000 by the time the week is over. So thanks again for tuning in. It's been a reckless episode from Shorty. Oh boy, get the Malibu, get the pineapple juice. Goodness me, I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.